How's it going, everybody, and welcome to a new series where we break down matches between top players. This will be a new series I try out because I really can't make 30-minute character analysis videos every single time I want to upload, because not everybody's interested in the characters I break down. Hopefully this will turn out to be something more general that everyone can appreciate. Essentially what I'll be doing here is running through the match and talking about some notable points in the match where maybe you didn't understand why one player made this decision, or what this player could have done better in order to help you guys get a little more insight and maybe be able to spot plays like this in future tournament matches. Anyways, this match analysis will be over Dragon vs Tekken Master in the ELeague Winners Finals. And I know you're probably thinking, well, ELeague was over a month ago, why don't you just do the NEC matches? And trust me, I would love to break down the NEC matches, but there are some tournaments where you have to go out of your way and gather permission from the streamers in order to upload them yourself, and me, being a small channel, I didn't want to bother with that. So instead, we're going with ELeague. KIT takes place January 5th of next year, so if you guys like what I'm doing in this series here, let me know and I can guarantee some KIT match analyses within a few weeks. So let's get into it. Right off at the start, I was convinced Tekken Master would go with Brainiac. The commentators do mention at this point that Tekken Master might go Batman in this matchup in order to prove to Forever King that the Black Adam versus Batman matchup was winnable for Batman. I think it's undeniable that Black Adam gives Batman trouble, so I don't know why exactly Tekken Master signed up for this matchup, but let's see how he did. This first match started off with a very solid read. Tekken Master did his homework for sure. Dragon does sometimes start his matches with empty jump in order to start early with the dive kick mind games, is what I'm assuming. Pretty risky read though, because even though Batman's jump 2 is broken before the patch, Black Adam could down 2 it pretty consistently. Notice he didn't go for the vortex right here, instead he went for corner positioning, and very smart. Excellent reaction by Dragon here, knowing exactly when to down 1. Dragon backdashes out of plus frames in order to start that full screen game that Batman struggles to contest in. Tekken Master is trying to bait out these low lightnings from Black Adam in order to buy time for his trait, which is exactly what you want to do as Batman. Believe it or not, this stray battering right here costs Dragon the first round. Really unfortunate. Good work on Tekken's part coming in during the hit stun though. And he gets put in the vortex because of it.
What's it gonna be this time? Oh, you don't know about that one. The one thing you do know is that your health bar is gone and Tekken Master.
Then we go back to the full screen game. Dragon's still trying to do the dive kick mind games and trying to catch a bad battering from Tekken Master with his upcoming black magic right here. But this just allows Tekken Master to come in and start his pressure again. Good challenge on the battering approach too. Now Tekken has to back off and play lame, which is where Dragon capitalizes with EX low lightning. There's an EX dive kick to scout out the second jump from Batman. No good though. And I'm not really sure what happened here. Dragon gets in with his trait and doesn't follow up. Perhaps he was expecting a parry? And Tekken expects a throw to come in and looks to tech the throw, but ends up throwing Dragon instead, which I'm sure he wasn't expecting. I think it all came down to Dragon reading a parry, but nothing came out. And you'll notice that Dragon does an excellent job throughout this entire set, making sure to trade with mechanical bats. All Tekken Master has to do here is sit and block the down 1 after releasing the bats and he'd get a full combo, but Dragon is really playing off of Tekken's impatience right here. And another thing, you'll notice a lot that Dragon delays his wake-ups because Black Adam has no reliable wake-up option, and Tekken goes for forward 2-3 right here because, in some circumstances, the final hit forward 2-3 will cross up if it's done on the meaty frame. This clash got Dragon out of the vortex, so good choice.
I wouldn't bet on it either right now. Tekken Master sitting on a full health bar life lead as it'll be chopped down some by the clash, allowing Dragon to regain 25% of his health, but no clash.
He keeps going for forward 2 as his meaty normal, which I find interesting. I haven't labbed it, and I didn't discuss it in my Batman video. Perhaps he's going for more block advantage with it. I'll bet he's not going for 1-2-1 knockdown because Black Adam's lightning cage will low profile some highs, and he knows that. This first match was good read after good read by Tekken Master. The interactable use to punish the low lightning was a clutch move on his part. KP makes a good point here. Tekken has a tremendous life lead and he's not getting impatient with his spacing anymore, and it's really making a difference for him. I don't know why he went with jump 1 instead of jump 2 during this cross-up attempt. Who knows? The same goes for him jailing into 2-2-3. Why on earth you would do that, I have no idea. I know he does have the bats to ensure his own safety, but just go for back one or a throw or something. At least mix him up after a jump in. There's a good push block to get rid of the bats, though. And that jump after the EX dive kick sealed his fate right here in this first match. EX Batarang is just too good at closing out the rounds. Overall, the reason Tekken Master took this first game was all due to solid reads on his part, and bad disrespects on Dragon's part. Nothing really about Batman's kit changed this match too much. Dragon needs to start going for more mix-ups when he's getting up close, and studying Tekken Master's patterns a little more when he's full screen. And switching the stage was a good idea too. He got caught twice by the vaulting interactable on Joker's Playground. So game 2, let's see it. He lands on Joker's Playground again, which is just bad luck. That really sucks. And immediately we see Dragon adapt. Good stuff. He's being more aggressive, and a throw is the perfect way to start that. Tekken Master is getting a little more impatient with his Batarangs, and Dragon is able to capitalize right here. And just look at this, almost a black and white comparison from last game. Dragon is making better use of his plus frames by mixing up Tekken Master. Good side switch, I'm sure that input isn't easy. And as we can see here, Tekken is getting more impatient and Dragon's offense is starting to kick in. And finally, he gets rid of that vaulting interactable. Tekken may have been trying to avoid another low lightning, but instead got eaten up by black magic right here. Tekken can clash here all he wants, but it'll take a miracle to win right here, especially when he's throwing him full screen against Black Adam. He gets in, and again he does jump 2 into 2-2-3 into the bounce cancel, and there's no way in hell Dragon's going to get caught by that. He should instead be going for 1-2 after his jump 2, which he does do after these plus frames off the forward 3, but by then it's too late. And then Tekken goes for this forbidden string right here, back 1-1-3, which is punishable. I'm sure that threw Dragon off guard though. A savage down 2 right here, he called Tekken Master out. A down 2 into trait immediately as well, he was ready to go into pressure if the down 2 had been blocked. That option select right there is good for characters like Black Adam and Superman that have traits that'll lock them in a stance rather than doing an attack in order to create frame traps with their offense. Dragon did a down 2 into trait right here, and if it had hit or blocked, he would have been in a better situation. So good work on his part. Tekken is just getting slaughtered by his own impatience right here. He gets caught by 3 forward ones in a row. And this is just obnoxious. I really think trip guarding should be a more prevalent thing in this game, especially when your opponent commits to a deep jumping normal. Dragon definitely deserved this punish all the way, but gets down 2'd for his efforts. He gets the down 2 here, tries to convert, he's going to get the grapple. Where are we going? Other side. As we mentioned, blocking that crosser from Batman is extremely difficult. Now that was a solid air escape. Just about every Batman combo ends in down 2 grapple, so good work on Dragon's part for capitalizing on it. And that pretty much closes out that game. Right here is where Tekken Master should have gone with Brainiac in my opinion. I'm not too familiar with Brainiac's matchups, but I feel like Brainiac's air game will get him further than the tools Batman has to offer. Because most of the approaches that Tekken Master starts to make with the mechanical bats end up being trades and Dragon comes in with a forward 1. But he still sticks with Batman. Dragon gets a little too crazy going for another jump 2 mix-up right here. There's a good down 2 from Tekken Master. And that was just a goofy hitbox right there. And again, Tekken goes for 2-2-3 after jump 2. But this time he does follow up with the EX Batarang, making Dragon's down 1 punish whiff. I'm still not convinced that this is a useful string to use in your pressure though. A straight up reversal shocker. I'm surprised that hit. Goes for another back 2 shocker and gets blown up for it. That would have just been entertaining at that point. One thing I do have to commend Tekken Master for is his timing. He makes that back 1-1-4 into back 1 link frame perfect, making Black Adam's down 1 trade. This whole match has just been good spacing from Dragon and bad trades from Tekken Master. I really don't think Batman was a good choice for him.
Great tracking there, and Dragon right on time Although a very close match.
And finally, Tekken Master gets a little more patient with the mechanical bats and closes out the round. Let's see if he can keep it more consistent with this improvement.
Just for that opening, and that's one thing he really hasn't done well with Batman so far, is his mechanical bat usage hasn't been on point. Something like Forever King with the main of a Batman.
And beautiful trades there. Again, Dragon
And we can all see why Dragon is famous for the consistent blocks against Batman. Good awareness in general and knowing exactly when to poke out. I guarantee you he waits for the sound cues to the mechanical bat summon and reacts to it. Something I hope you guys can take away from this when fighting Batman. If you can react to the bat summon, it's usually a good time to poke out. Good work on Tekken's part, interrupting the gap with the interactable. I noticed that a lot of pro players do this. Interactables do have invincibility frames on the startup if you vault off of them. But if you don't vault off of them, you can meter burn them, so some of the power characters can interrupt gaps with armor from interactables.
Dragon looking for the clash, doesn't want anything to do. That was going to be a juggle opportunity, potentially into another reset, and Dragon says no. I'll reset this.
Right here, the trade gave Dragon the ability to combo off of the Black Magic, but you can't do Black Magic twice in the same combo. He should have gone with Lightning Cage instead, but who's going to react to that?
Here's a clash from Tekken Master.
Probably my favorite Batman Clash quote, would a seventh god help? Nice interrupt that Tekken Master does here with the mechanical bat, probably Batman's best tool in this matchup.
And here we go, he's got the combo. Tekken Master trying to take the lead in the set 2-1. Can he keep the pressure up here? He goes in, nice push block from Dragon.
And both of these men low on resources, no clashes available the old-fashioned way, zoning him out, hoping that he lands on a batarang, trying to mix up the timing, and every trade is going to currently work in Tekken Master.
Bad read with the up batarang, that's really unfortunate. It made sense to do that too.
That was a beautiful read. One more
blocked. And the push block for Tekken Master. He wants space, another block in the forward. Overhead.
Down one shocker really hasn't worked out for him once this set, but he just keeps doing it. This was a very clutch read on the up batarang right here, but he threw the game away by doing a meaty forward 2-3. Dragon has been delaying his wake up this entire time, and he should have gone for a throw on Dragon's wake up. Forward 2-3 on knockdown really has nothing going for it, and it's hurt Tekken Master this entire set. And Dragon really caught Tekken Master sleeping right here, because the only place he could have gone with was low after that 1-1-2 string. That's really a shame.
It looked like Dragon committed to the entire string, and Tekken Master actually got hit by the last overhead.
That was a huge drop by Tekken Master.
Wow.
He had that. That was all Tekken Master, and Dragon steals it with the low lightning at the end.
Look at that sly smile. He knows.
He got away with it.
There. But look, in the fighting game world, we take...
Tekken Master just threw this entire set away by sticking to Batman the whole time. It really was doing him no favors. He comes out strong in Game 4 with the interrupt on the mechanical bats, though.
Are you kidding me?
That's a problem. Very much. But right now, Tekken Master taking that momentum away, getting the early life lead here in game number 4.
Someone's playing angry.
He's got to take this, and he's got to shut it down quick.
A raw shocker to trade. Dragon was definitely doing that because of the range on the shocker. Right here, Tekken actually does a quick get up. I'm not sure he expected Dragon to dash up and start pressure or not. Still a good hit confirm on Dragon's part, though. And again, Dragon gets too crazy with his Oki pressure. I don't think either of these guys have had solid Oki pressure this entire set. They should be going for more throws or just being more respectful on their opponent's wake-ups, because the number of down 2 punishes on bad Oki in this set is just off the charts.
A little out of the range, doesn't quite get the anti-air. Great mix-ups from Dragon, but great blocks from Tekken Master.
Yeah, and Dragon has made such a good comeback in this life bar. He was way behind. And Tekken Master with the up batarang read to shut it.
Here we go. If Tekken would just play this patient the entire time, this would go much differently. He walked forward and then waited for Dragon to try and trade with the mechanical bat, and then punished him for it. Here's some good Oki for the first time, charging the forward 3 and dashing up for a back 1. It's very good. I don't think Tekken recognized a wake-up animation when he went for jump 2. It was a good read on Dragon's part. That wake-up would have only worked if Tekken had gone for 1-2 or jumped over Dragon's corpse. I think that's the first down 1 shocker we've seen connect from Dragon. Dragon is making excellent use of Black Adam's down 1, very fast and decent range, making Tekken Master be more careful when he comes in on Dragon.
Trying to close out the set here and advance to the grand finals, guaranteeing himself at least $50,000.
Whips that attack. Here's the meter burn forward 3 to keep it safe with the armor. Plus frames now. Great whip and a challenge. Tekken Master.
Now that was something crazy. I'm surprised the first jump 2 actually comboed with the meter burn grapple, and I definitely would not have been able to block that.
That's why. That is exactly why. The answer to everything in the DC lore, I'm Batman, Is that enough to force a game 5, however?
I'm Batman.
Oh, okay, let's go with that. In real life, as Rip tries to be Batman, joining Forever King, Dragon still continuing.
Double 1-1-2 for a good frame trap. That's the first one we've seen in this set.
See what I'm saying? I'm so confused. I can't even keep it together. I don't know.
I definitely think Dragon should consider going for a meter burn back 3 after his forward 1-2 into trait. Tekken has been consistently down 2ing him out of that setup, and it would do well to condition him into not pressing buttons by throwing in a meter burn back 3 from time to time. He does get the throw in though. And here, Tekken Master should have let his bat release, or jump, or both, honestly. This is where Batman struggles versus Black Adam with the full screen checks with Black Magic. But that forward dash right there did cost him Grand Finals, unfortunately. So there you have it, guys. That was an excellent set between two titans of the NRS scene. Dragon won with his consistent trades with the mechanical bats, and the patience on wake up and his zoning from full screen. Tekken Master lost mainly due to his impatience and his Batman pick, in my opinion. I feel like he could have gotten a lot farther with any of his other characters, and Batman was just spelling out the impatient neutral game for him. If you guys liked the video, let me know in the comments. If you guys weren't a fan, then I'll be sure to lay off this kind of thing. I'll definitely do KIT and give this match analysis thing another try though, that much is certain. If there was any terminology I used in this video, I'd like to refer you back to my tutorial series I made where I talk about the mechanics of the game. Or you could check out my Batman analysis if you want a deeper understanding with how Batman works. I hope you all learned something, or at least enjoyed listening to me nag about other people's gameplay. Either way, remember guys, there is no knowledge that is not power. And I'll see you guys with another match analysis after KIT. Happy holidays.